Hey, what is going on, crypto people? It is the Crypto Siege with another day in our life in the crazy life that is the digital asset space. Good evening and happy Thursday. I think it is to you, to each and every one of you. Flare Finance is going to launch the first experimental finance, ExFi on Songbird. Yeah, we're going to go over the details of that. Matt LaRoche is in the building. How are you, bro? I appreciate you being here. Crypto Hippos in the building. What's good? Hey, Keyless, another lady of crypto is checking in. I appreciate you being here. Yeah, how about that? A little info on Flare Finance's launch on the Songbird. It's pretty cool. We're going to get into that. That is some really good stuff. Shout out to Patty XRP and Mickey B Fresh for laying down some of that info today on Songbird and what's about to happen with that. Interesting stuff. So Flare Finance got some of the details, guys. We're going to go over that real quick as well. I do want to point out and just kind of let people know, just got to understand a little bit, those who still may be concerned or troubled by Flare Network not actually launching and looking to launch at a later date and time. I thought it was very, very interesting to note something really, really important. I think it's, look, when Flare Network launches, it's going to launch with smart contract capabilities, and it has 4 blockchains on it, right? And I thought it was really interesting when I heard Patty XRP say this. Polkadot, Cardano, and I think it was another one that he mentioned, talked about smart contract capabilities, right? And they don't have them yet. They don't have them yet to this day, right? So think about, is Flare Network behind or are they ahead? I think about that. Cardano's been around for years and years and years with the promise of smart contract, years and years and years. Not here yet. Polkadot, I'm not sure how long it's been. Right? So I think it's always important to understand that, yes, when Flare Network does launch, it's easy to focus on what you don't have. It's really easy to focus on what you don't have. When Flare Network launches, it's going to launch with smart contract capabilities, right? It's going to bring smart contract capabilities to 4 different blockchains. And so when it does launch, just is it behind or ahead when it launches? Like a lot of people think when Flare Network launches, it's behind Polkadot. It's behind Cardano. But the reality is when it launches, it will be ahead of them. Yeah. And so I know people, look, a lot of times the sentiment in digital asset space is, well, there's no token. I can't make any money. It's not a thing. You know, I got to thinking about this earlier today. I'm thinking, man, when I heard that, I was thinking, wow, that's a great point. That promise of smart contract capability is still not with Cardano or Polkadot. And I forget, I believe it was another one. And so, so think about when you hear putting things off, not meeting deadlines and things like that. Think about that for sure. What's going on, Audie Bryan? Great to see you. Can't wait for that extra money. I hear you, my friend. Larry Robertson is in the building. Hello, bro. Good to see you. The Jason Carter is in the building. How are you, my friends? Great to see you. Do I got something on my mouth? Yeah. I got a little something going on there. Great to see you guys. So let's get into this thing. The market is rebounding a little bit, but I want to go over this Flare Finance experimental FI called ExFi. We're going to go and get into that for sure. I think that is really some really interesting stuff. We'll go over it together. There's some Medium article that they put out. Crypto Rogers in the building. Michael Cummings checked in. What's good with you, Michael? Good to see you. Jay Dell. Hola. Hola to you, my friend. Hola, amigo. Hola. All right, so let's see what we're going to do here. Let's go over that. Crypto Siege is there. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I think about when I think about Cardano and the awesome project that is going to come to pass, right? The awesome project that is to be, right? People, people have Cardano, have ADA, been waiting for asset appreciation for a while, but yeah, don't have smart contracts yet, right? And so, and people waited for that for years. It's hugely important. What's going on, Danny Love? To just, keep your perspective, right? Todd Sellers, what's going on, bro? Appreciate you being here. So perspective is hugely important, when it comes to the digital asset space, right? Let's check and see what Flare Finance is going to be doing on Songbird, what it is that they're going to be offering. Then I have to continue my packing responsibilities. Let's see what we got going on here. Is that it? No, where is it? I got two. Oh, there it is. I think that's the one. No, is that it? It didn't come up. Nope, that's not it. Flare Finance will launch. That's not it. That's not it. I got two Flare Finance things up here. Let's get rid of this one, so then it's the way I'll know. Flare Finance will launch first experimental finance platform on the Songbird Network. Here it is. Flare Finance will launch first experimental finance platform on networks ExFi. Flare Finance will be launching an ExFi platform on the Songbird Network. It will include Flare X, Flare Farm, and Flare Loans. It will not include governance until main network launch. Flare X, Flare Farm, Flare Loans. At which point holders of Songbird and FLR will receive both SFLR, Songbird, Flare, and DLFR on each respective network. You will be able to participate and earn a bit of DFLR for using the ExFi platform leading up to launch of the main network. Very, very cool. Flare Network has recently announced a move to launch a full value experimental development network called the Songbird Network. Songbird allows for ongoing developing and testing of future use cases for the upcoming Flare Network launch. Songbird Network will run in parallel to the Flare Network and act as a bleeding edge, fast-paced, anything-goes developer playground. Unlike other test networks you may be familiar with, the test network utility token Songbird will be a fixed supply at launch with a 10% inflation per annum. This drives experimental value to the Songbird token, as it requires some stake in the game to build, deploy, and ultimately use products on the network. Flare Finance has decided to follow in the footsteps of the main network and deploy an experimental playground of our own. Flare Finance will launch the first experimental finance platform on the Songbird Network, enabling developers to build, deploy, and test modules and scenarios for the ExFi platform. Not all products created on Songbird will make it to the Flare Network, but it does provide a great opportunity to garner much needed attention and review to modules that do hope to be added to the Flare platform in the future. Upon launch of the Songbird Network, Flare Finance will launch Flare X, Flare Farm, and Flare Loans. So that's really, 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 really cool. So Flare X, which is different than Flare Wrap. Flare Wrap is blockchain to blockchain, coming off one, going into another, going into another one, coming off one. Flex is the swap, right? And Flare Farm is where you actually farm mine yield. Flare Loans is where you're able to be both a lender in depositing your assets, and you have the opportunity to be a borrower and earn interest. And by depositing your assets, you also have an opportunity to borrow and use your assets as collateral, which I'm really, really excited about. And ready for use with the Songbird token. Holders of Songbird will be able to create Canary Dollar, using the Flare Loans platform, Canary Dollar. This in relation will be Yield Dollar on the main network. Okay, so there it is. So, okay. Launch. Okay, on main network launch. Additionally, holders of Songbird will be able to swap it against Canary Dollar on Flare X. Holders of Songbird will be able to swap it against Canary Dollar on Flare X or participate in liquidity pools to generate yield. Lastly, holders of Songbird and the Canary Dollar can participate in early rewards staking on Flare Farm to earn a portion of the 1 million DFLR allocated for ExFi staking. 1 million DFLRs, nice. Future products like Flare Mutual, Flare ROP, and Flare Mine will be available on main network launch. Governance, wide Flare distribution, wide fin farming, and the APY cloud will be pushed off until main network launch. Okay, got it. This will allow proper time for the network and platform to adjust to any necessary changes before the main network launch, which is absolutely massive. Upon launch, listen to this, guys. It's important to understand. Upon launch, fees generated will be split into 3 categories. Liquidity provider fees. This is giving us a hint, if you will, into the future. Liquidity provider fees, team fees, and APY cloud reserves. During the experimental phase, all fees generated will be split 90%, 8%, and 2% respectively. So 90% liquidity fees, 8% team fees, 2% APY cloud reserve fees is what I'm suspecting there. Fees generated for the APY cloud will be converted into SGB and then into FLR and transferred to the APY cloud on the main network when time comes. Okay, so this is important here. Fees generated for the cloud will be converted to Songbird and then into Spark and transferred to the APY cloud on the main network when time comes. This is to conserve the value of the APY cloud reserves and to distribute it with main network value instead of experimental value. All reserves will be distributed to governance stakers once the main network is launched. Now I'm trying to understand that. Fees generated in the cloud will be converted into Songbird and then into Spark and transferred to the cloud on the main network when time comes. This is to conserve the value of the APY cloud reserves and to distribute it with main network, Songbird and the Spark, into main network value instead of experimental value. All reserves will be distributed to the governance stakers once the main network is launched. To reward participation in the ExFi instance of the Flare Finance ecosystem, 1 million YFLR will be repurposed from the foundation reserve pool of 20 million YFLR. This 1 million YFLR will be reallocated to the initial DAO offering claim pool of 40 million, bringing the total to 41 million YFLR that can be claimed by the holders of the 41 million DFLR tokens minted to represent ownership of the DAO claiming pool. 41 million DFLR will be made available to claim the Dow offering pool of 41 million YFLR following the main network launch. Okay. All right, so you guys with me so far? Let me get into the chat here. See what's going on. What do you guys liking this so far? Yes, indeed, Matt LaRoche. Cardano and Flare will burn each smart contract at market share from either end. Very exciting times. Loving the 2X days, Travis Tyler. What's going on, my friend? Jay Dell says, I'm pumped for Songbird. That's great to hear. Yeah, smart. Billionaire H, good afternoon to you, bro. Good to see you. What's going on, Direct Anteria Hip? It's good to see you, brother. We are blessed indeed. Love that attitude. We are blessed. Jay Dell, so many opportunities with Songbird and the Flare Network. That's without question. Yeah, Jay Dell, really excited to try out the Flare loans. I hear you. I hear that. Scott T is in the building. Yeah. Well, it's going to be interesting to see, Scott, how Celsius does operate. I really hope that Celsius decides to give us Songbird and DLFR with our Spark. Yeah, I guess we have to wait and see on that. I'm hoping the same as well. This looks amazing, says Raz Just One. Yeah, I got a little bit of. Usually we would be packing and loading up boxes and stuff, but she gave me a little bit of time to get another one in to Travis. Yeah, absolutely. Siege, when can I quit my job? Raphael the Moore. Wow, it's been a while, bro. It's good to see you. It is very, very good to see you. So yeah, so this is interesting. Flare Finance launching this ExFi. Going from 40 million to 41 million is cool. So it's going to be interesting to see. I like being able to participate for the bigger picture of it all. I really do. I really do. So let's get back to this thing. Go over some more stuff here. All right. So the 41 million D Flare will be allocated as follows. Did I read that already? No. 40 million DFLR will be airdropped to holders of the Spark token on the 1-month anniversary of the Flare Network launch, right? We know that example. If Flare Network launches September 1st, our snapshot would be October 1st, 30 days. The claim ratio is yet to be determined until the final launch supply is announced by the Flare Network. 1 million DFLR will be allocated to the ExFi reward pool to be earned for participating in the first product suite available on Flare ExFi. Participants will swap Songbird DFLR for Flare DFLR through our one-click swap portal upon mainnet release. I see. Okay, so you got the Songbird. You're going to be earning the DFLR, which is the SDFLR. Okay, and you'll be able to swap that for the DFLR on Flare Finance when it launches. Okay, this includes I hope I got that right. This includes participating in the stabilization pool on Flare loans and participating in yield farming on Flare farms. Okay, 650,000 DFLR will be allocated to yield farming participants who stake in the Songbird Canary and DFLR farming pools. Distribution will be rapid over 63 days and will allow for consistent testing of the yield farming protocol during this time. 350,000 will be allocated to the stablecoin and loan participants who mint the Canary Dollar and stake it in the stabilization pools on Flare loans. Distribution will also be rapid over 63 days and will allow for consistent testing of the stablecoin and loan protocols during this time. Flare loans participants can earn Songbird for liquidating nests that have fallen below acceptable collateralization levels. Okay. Flare loans participants can earn Songbird for liquidating nests that have fallen below acceptable collateralization levels. Exchanges may choose to trade DFL or IOU, but it will have no further use case in the testnet ecosystem besides staking rewards until main network launch. Come main network launch, holders of DFLR on the Songbird network can migrate their DFLR to the Fair network and receive their main network YFLR tokens along with holders of DFLR already on main network. Got it. The launch supply will now be 42 million YFLR. 40 million for the DAO offering, 1 million for the ExFi rewards pool, and 1 million unlocked from the team allocation. The beta program has been revised to fit into the upcoming release schedule. More information on this will be announced in a later article. The ExFi instance of Flare Finance will launch without a governance portal to begin. This will allow the platform to be tested in a bare bones instant using only Songbird Canary Dollar and DFLR. The plan for launching governance will be approached in a backwards fashion. Once main network is launched, Flare Finance will be launched in its entirety, including Flare Mine, Flare Mutual, Flare Rock, governance, and the APY cloud. It is at this point that these products will also be added to the ExFi instance of Flare Finance on the Songbird network. Okay. So ExFi is still going to be going on Songbird, even though Flare Finance will be launched on the main network. Okay. Governance will begin together on both the main network and experimental network. And 1 month post-launch of the Flare network, a dual snapshot will take place. Holders of FLR will be entitled to their share of the 40 million, and holders of Songbird will be entitled to their share. Love it. Of the ExFi governance token, SFLR. Interesting stuff. I like it. 1 month after the launch of the Flare network, a snapshot of all available balances of Spark holders will take place. At this time, 40 million YFLR will be available for claim of holders of DFLR, which will be airdropped in place of YFLR. $40 million SFLR will be airdropped to all holders of Songbird on the Songbird network. This means dual allocations, dual use cases, and dual opportunities. Holding both your Songbird and Spark means you will receive both Songbird Spark for Flare Finance ExFi and DFLR to claim YFLR for Flare Finance main network. Holders of the Songbird FLR will be able to begin mining Songbird Fin from then on forth on Flare Finance ExFi, and holders of YFLR can begin to mine YFin on Flare Finance platform. Okay, so Songbird FLR and Songbird Fin will serve as the secondary and primary governance tokens for the Flare Finance ExFi ecosystem. It will handle everything that YFLR and YFin can do. except being used on the experimental deployment network Songbird. The primary goal of SFLR and SFIN will be to act as the governing body over new modules ready to be added to the ExFi ecosystem. With proper use of governance, Flare Finance ExFi will expand into a financial suite with endless product potential, hand-built by your very own community developers and open source contributors. The future is bright for supporters of both the Flare Network and Flare Finance. The Flare Network's upcoming launch on the Songbird Network will enable a developer's playground for ExFi potential to blossom. With ExFi comes some risk, such as loss of experimental value that a user may or may have traded main network digital assets for, and or hacks and bugs that may occur on new products in the space. Flare Finance will deploy on both the XNet and mainnet to offer a dual platform approach to holders in the ecosystem. This dual platform approach will enable new products to build and expand while leaving much of the risk to the XNet and passing the battle-tested products onto the main net. I like it. I like the approach. So it's going to be interesting to see. There's so much going on in this article. Yeah, it's a ton of stuff going there. It is. It's a ton of stuff going on there. Grad Barlinghouse is in the building. What? I got to run, but I am messing around on WandSwap. I love it. Glad to hear that, J Dell. I like the UI, and it's pretty simple to use if you understand what you're doing. Thanks, Siege. Peace out and stay blessed. Peace, my friend. Stay blessed, bro. Appreciate you checking in. Paul Bogo said, hi, buddy. Songbird, baby. Indeed. What a blessing that is that they made the decision to do that. Absolutely love it. Oh, Raphael says, you're usually watching, just not commenting. I got you, brother. Well, I appreciate you being here. That is for sure. But yeah, a lot of stuff going on in there without question. But that is the word on the street right there, guys. Flare Finances is launching ExFi with 3 of the products, not all 6, Flare X and Flare Farm, Flare Loans. I think it's very, very encouraging. So you'll be able to test some of the elements of Flare Finance, which is Songbird. And yeah, so I'm very, very, very curious to begin testing and seeing how that's going to look. Of course, we're going to have some discussions about this more in detail. We'll talk more, I'm sure. I'm certain that Patty XRP and Mickey B. Fresh will be doing something. You know, so really, really excited about it. What's going on, XRP Precision Beast? Good to see you. BRB tapping that likely. I am Crypto is in the building. What's going on? So yeah, so you know, that's the word on the street. I know a lot of people had some questions about what Flare Finance was going to do in reference to Songbird, if they were going to utilize it, and how, if so, I mean, if they were, how were they going to do it? Now we know. Well, which wallet are you trying to connect, Rippler? You know, it's WandSwap. It's the WandMask wallet or the WandMask chain wallet. And then there's, you know, adding WandMask to MetaMask if you want to do it that way. I find that the WandMask wallet that you get, you can Google and get from the Chrome store is a better one. Definitely a better wallet for sure. A better experience without question. Trust Wallet is just, you know, to me, you know, it's another chain. I know they tried to be, you know, multi, but I think it's just simpler to use, you know, the WandMask. And if you can't, you know, if you don't want to do that, you know, MetaMask with the network, WandMask network added to it. But yeah, man, why not just get the WandMask? Why not just get that? So guys, that's the word on the street. Excited about it. Really, really pumped. I got to get to packing because we are looking to meet a deadline so that we can get this move going. So excited about it. Without question. Appreciate you guys checking in. I hope that was of value to you. Let me link this article for you guys so you guys can check it out. I'll put it in the chat here. It's a ton to read, and we're going to need some some smarter people than myself to share, like Patty XRP and Mickey B Fresh. So there it is right there. Billionaire H says, yeah, Wine Master is solid for me. Exactly. Yeah, I do. What's going on in the negotiator? What's up with you, bro? D says, be safe, fam. Indeed. Keela says, thanks for jumping in and giving us the info, Siege, from your busy schedule. Much appreciated. You're welcome. You are absolutely welcome, guys. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to end this video like I do all of my videos and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. But that's okay, though, because you and I are already winning. Have a great rest of the night, guys. I'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.